up, man. It's a sign of respect.
Thought if I came and looked at this, I might find my way back, you know?
Wanna know what I see up there? A fantasy, man. A dream.
Produced by
Stonewall.
I remember my first encounter with hash, 4 or 5 puff, and I was melt. And I was
Renaissance systems play. 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 Renaissance systems play.
What is your definition of happiness?
A clear horizon, nothing to worry about, only things that are creative.
y'all? We are officially back. We're back, chat. 38 likes, man. Chat, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not saying another word until we get 50. And if we're not at 50 in the next minute or two, I'm out of here, man. Come on, come on. You got a free show. It only costs some likes. That's it. I'm done. I'm saying too much. I'm keeping it entertaining. You let me know, Wody, when we're at 50. $57. Damn, y'all were quick. I should have said it higher.
You said 100.
Man, this is. Man, what terps are these? This is super interesting. Anyways, chat. What up? What up? What up? Thank you for liking. I really appreciate it. Let's open this up. Back the fucking stream. I swear to God. I gotta assume that In-House Melts has done easier jars to open since these. It's a pretty old jar. Thank you, Rosin Ranch. Appreciate it, man. Ah, there we go. Ooh, okay, cold cure in here. Ooh, World War Z. It smells like a Z. Let's check out some hash, chat. I'm just jumping right into it. I haven't even started on some of the things I got to talk about, but let's just jump right in to the hash cam, man. This is looking wonderful. This is some In-House Melts World War Z, number 14. In-House Melts out in Colorado. This looks real beautiful, man. I don't want to start with a Z because I feel like it's kind of going to ruin the stream for me. So I'm going to start with something that I'm going to actually go through the agenda first. But yeah, everybody give a happy birthday Stone in the chat, please. Bro just had a birthday pass. Let's run out the dubs for Stone, please. All right, let me get through some of my agenda here that I have. So, one, go and watch the New York vlog. It is officially out. It's officially up on YouTube now. New Barcelona Club video is dropping this Friday on YouTube. Have we gotten that past age gating? We just started. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, new video up this Friday. It should be a really good one. I'm excited for that one. Mary Jane Berlin, we're going to host a jar check at the World Hash Cup in Berlin. Puffco will be set up at the Mary Jane Expo. Where's the hash? Any German cultivators we should keep our eyes on? We don't know, we know enough about Germany. We have friends out in Germany, but we're not German. We're not from there. We don't know how the scene has grown. So if you know somebody, chat, if you know somebody we should be hitting up, or any hash that you're loving that's out there, please let us know. We'd love to highlight them. And beyond the hash, is there anything else in Berlin that you guys think we should check out? We're really curious. We want to cover the things that you guys want us to see. Consider us in-field representatives of your needs. What do you want to know out in Germany, right? There's a lot popping. World Hash Cup is crazy, man. The person who is putting on the World Hash Cup is the person who is putting on Ego Clash Barcelona. It is Fahi. Fahi is my hash guru. I say it all the time. I know a lot of hash makers. I know a lot of growers. I know a lot of people with a very good understanding of the plant. I've never met somebody with as robust of a knowledge as Fahi. And now there's the World Hash Cup happening in Berlin. I believe this is the first cup in Berlin. Maybe not. There was another cup in Berlin that was advertising me as a guest, and I never even spoke to them before. So I don't know. Maybe it's not the first. Maybe it's the first legitimate one. But World Hash Cup in Berlin, a lot of OGs are coming through to that too, man. I've heard of like some of the people coming from across Europe. This might be one of the best cups in Europe in a really, really, really long time. And I believe all the people being invited are good people, bro, man. Sometimes you go to these cups And they're inviting motherfuckers that are like, God, I don't even know what to say, but like, I mean, I guess I will say it. Like, some of these cups are inviting hash makers that have like violent histories towards women. I don't know, like another nice way to say it. Like, there are cups I don't show up to. I stopped going to every cup because I'm like, I don't want to be in a room, not full of, but a room that contains some abusers. And World Hash Cup, for me, one of my favorite things about it is not just all the hash makers coming through, is that I know this room is going to be shared with morally upstanding people. So anyways, I'm super excited for this, man. This is probably going to become my new favorite cup in the world. But let's see. Let's see. I can't wait to get there. Admin's like, why'd you have to bring that up? Kind of want to say it, man. Some of these cups, bro, like, it's crazy who they invite, right? It's just crazy how they're like, oh, we're just here for the Terps, man. I don't care if this guy broke the arm of his lady and there are pictures of that. It's a wild world out there, chat. All right. Like the stream, obviously. Meltcam is live. These are all in my notes. PuffCon 2025. Tickets are moving fast. It's currently $80 for 2 days of PuffCon. Is that with the prices going up? Is that the new price?
Yeah, it's tier 1.
Tier 1.
Yeah, so the tiers have jumped.
Gotcha. What were we before? Tier 0 or something? Or?
It was
Early bird. Got it. So this is tier 1. So this is already a higher price. The price is going to go up even more once we announce the acts. This is $80 for 2 days of PuffCon. So don't sleep. $40 a day. Over 100 plus glass blowers, more food, more vendors, more activations than ever. Come on. Lock in before the price goes up. Sweet. Now I'm going to take a dab. And we'll do something. I'm checking what I gotta do. I hope it goes well. Who's the abusers, man? You know, Jinx, like, there's I don't know if I'm in a place to say, right? Like, there was a moment where somebody reached out to me and was like, they reached out through a friend. The friend never told me who they were. And they were like, hey, there's a hash maker you're endorsing. I put this person onto Puffco, and I'm still paying off the hospital bills for when they beat the shit out of me. And this, again, this was a lady in this hash maker's life. And I was specifically asked to not speak about it publicly. I have never gotten that clearance from the victim, so I really care to honor the victims, you know what I mean? Like, I got no problem naming these motherfuckers at all. I don't care. Like, if you're my friend and you are harming people in your life, like, as a friend, I'm gonna let you know I ain't cool with that. Like, you got a reckoning coming. So I'm going to do that. The other ones that I have heard of, I have heard from people. I haven't seen the pictures, but I've heard that the pictures are widely circulated. The part that maybe bothers me about some of this stuff is that the people that throw the competitions are told about this. And in not most cases, but at least some, I'm thinking of one hash competition specifically. They're like, hey, I'm not getting involved in it. That's just drama. And it's like, it's weird, man. It's not, no, it's as far as I know, that Drew kid, I have never known of him to do anything wrong. I don't want to like say, yeah, I don't even like that you guys are bringing up his name, because like, I have never heard any verifiable anything about that dude. This is specifically talking about hash makers. And like, listen, this is a weird thing for me to talk about, but I am comfortable saying, like, if you're a hash maker and you think you're gonna be buddy-buddy with me, you're invited into my community, and you are physically, or honestly even emotionally, but definitely physically assaulting people in your life, if you're treating your loved ones like shit, if you're treating your employees like shit, you don't get to sit at my table, bro. And I'm not gonna sit at the table you're at. And so, like, just so y'all know, Chad, if you're like, oh man, why isn't Jolly at this event? I go to most cups, and I stopped going to the ones that I feel that way about. So like, yeah. Then why the fuck are you putting people's business out there, bro? You lucky they haven't beat your ass. Young So, I haven't put any information out there. I'm relaying what was put out to me. And like, the reality is they won't, because these men beat on women. And they ain't gonna do that to me, bro. Like, I know you're feeling all tough, young Solo, like in the comments, and I find it interesting, like you're probably somebody that beats on women. Because without names even being mentioned, you're like, why are you talking about this? This is private stuff. It ain't private, player. You don't get to fucking hurt people and get away with it. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you make the best hash in the fucking world. There's plenty of hash makers, bro. It's the same shit as like, if I was gonna go to a restaurant and the restaurant had banging food, but like the owner of the restaurant was just in the news for putting his wife in the hospital. I don't give a fuck, bro. There's plenty of dope food out there. I don't need to go to those restaurants. I don't need to support somebody's legal defense fund for doing something fucking horrible. That's me, player. And like, you know, yeah, Skylar, you know, like, no offense to that homie that you're mentioning, but like that homie has said a lot of fucking things publicly that ended up, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they might have just gotten rid of the Solo guy in the comments. It was, where is it? Young Solo. I can't find him now either. They probably just banned him. It's like, bro's here like, they're gonna beat your ass. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Are you mad that like you can't sit at my table because you beat on your lady in your life? Be mad. Come see me about it, player. Come see me. We could talk about it. I want to take that. I want to take a dab. It's funny. It's funny I didn't even mention a name, and bro was like, you can't be saying this. Bro thought it was about him. Somebody look into Young Solo. Bro's got skeletons in his closet. I shouldn't be laughing at that because he's probably doing horrible things to people that care about him. Anyways. Yeah. I mean, 2025 ain't no hiding. I feel like a lot of people like this are more emboldened than ever. Like, abusers are very confident, bro. They're very confident these days. You know? You got the president considering, what do they call it when you get somebody out of jail? Pardoning. They got the president considering pardoning Diddy. You know what I mean? Like, we're not in a reality where like, you can't be an abuser in 2025. It's probably easier than ever to be an abuser. And that shit will stop when we, quite frankly, as men, start having a conversation that like, this shit ain't okay, bro. We don't fuck with it. We don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with dudes that beat on women. I don't fuck with dudes that beat on kids. I don't fuck with dudes that their personality is violence. Like, I don't fuck with people like that. It's not for me. I don't want them at the table. You know, like one of the lines that I was saying as I was talking to a friend about this is like, I would never want to go into a room where I wouldn't be comfortable leaving my lady there alone. Or like somebody I care about, or Chelsea, you know, like somebody who's just important to me. I would never want to be in a room like that. And that's the standard I stick to, man. Like, that is what it is. Yeah, of course, hippie vibes. Of course. I mean, like, you know, it's unfortunately something people don't talk about. When I went through some shit like this where I was just seeing it in live action, not like physical abuse, but just people picking on women in the space, hash makers picking on women in the space. And I started talking about misogyny in the space. I had a bunch of these like trolley meme page hash makers reach out being like, this is this is bullshit. What, you can't just hate on a woman? You hate all women if you hate on a single woman? And there's just no self-awareness of what it means to be like toxically uncomfortable to women. Like, some people just don't even understand it. They're like, I just get to do this. Why are you being weird about it? Inhale tree, I know you're out in New York, man. He's saying my heart. That's that new fucking New York slang. I'm specifically talking just about like, there's not many of them, man. I know like so many amazing hash makers. There's a few hash makers out there that have a history of domestic violence and doing horrible things to their partners. And it's known, and these people are still invited into places, like it's all good. That's kind of what I'm referencing in general, but that wasn't in the plan for me to reference. I saw a World Hash Cup, and I'm like, this is gonna be the opposite of those vibes. Like, this is gonna be a safe place for everyone there. And it just reminded me of the places that are, man. It's disappointing. You know, rooted organically, I'm not going to blame the woman in that situation. I'm not going to blame a woman who can't escape a violent relationship. I'm going to blame the man, right? Like, I'm going to blame the person that introduced violence into a relationship, not the person who accepted it, right? Like, if you have a fascist leader, are you going to blame the people who can't escape that fascist leader or the fascist leader? Is it going to be like, hey man, that motherfucker's fucked up, but you let him get away with it because what? Like, the accountability starts with the person creating the violent or toxic atmosphere. And the people who are stuck in that atmosphere are not to blame. You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame them at all. I haven't tried Pine Park yet. He's trying to get me to pivot. I don't mind talking about it, bro. I really don't get to talk about it enough. I just wish I was more thoughtful. I didn't kind of think about this at all before I spoke on it today. Will there be a Puffco Labubu collab? I might have. The hash cam might have crashed. Maybe it needs to just power. I got it. Will there be a Puffco Labubu collab? Chat, I'll be real with you. I'm not into the Labubu wave, man. I've been around for Beanie Babies. I've been around for Funko Pops. I've seen this before. This happens. This is a thing that happens, man. It feels like it happens. Yeah, it's off right now. It feels like it happens with like a downturn in the economy or some shit. Like, people have less money, and so they start buying these like more affordable, smaller things and collecting them. At least I saw one content creator make the case for that. We're gonna Panini press some abusers at PuffCon. I'm fucking around. They can't come to PuffCon. Anyways, yeah, I'm not into the Labubu thing, and like that's also for kids. I think I don't know that I've seen like 98% adults with Labubus, but it seems like a kid thing. A homie gifted me one, and I just put it on my bag. Like, all right, yeah, my homie gifted me one. I'll throw it on my bag. And I just got a new bag, and I'm like, it's not going on there. And then he hit me yesterday. It was like, I just found out that Labubu was a Lafufu, which doesn't even, to me, it doesn't even matter, you know? The homie that gifted it to me, I mean, he came back from China with it, so it's no surprise that he got the Lafufu. Man, but no, I don't mind at all, bro. It's not for me. I can appreciate how people enjoy that. Like, it's a collectible thing, and I think we're in a world where, like, you know, sneaker collectors are kind of no more. Like, people still have sneaker collections, sneakerheads still exist, but like, there's not anything new happening there. I think in a lot of areas, there's been this absence of hype and things that people all get excited about and all try to get, but there is like this fake scarcity with it, sort of. There hasn't been a lot of that in maybe a couple years where people are feeling that way about something. So I totally get it. Like, I understand the people that are into Labubu. It's not for me. It kind of clashes, I think, with my style a bit. I think it's cool. Like, people are accessorizing them. I definitely go to the dude doing the tats or something else. I'm gonna write hash on mine's head later or something, but I don't see a Labubu Puffco collab happening. I don't think we would do it at even the risk of communicating to kids, and I am certain Pop Mart would be really against that. Tamagotchis were fucking ill though. Like, I don't think we were collecting Tamagotchis like that, right? Like, you weren't getting a bunch of different ones. Just be obsessed with the one you have. Jinkos are back, bro. I mean, opium is Jinkos, bro. I'm saying, opium is Jinkos. They don't look as bad. They're made better, but it's that same flared out bell shape, wide pants. Jinkos are back, bro. And what are soaps though? I feel like that's some shit that's not from New York.
Yeah, we did some soap.
What are soaps?
They were like shoes that you could grind on first. We had like soap on the bottom.
What?
Yeah, they were sick.
That must have been some West Coast shit or some like.
The Healy, yeah, it's like
Heelys were cool. I never rocked them, but yeah. Yeah. I mean, Jinkos, man, they're back. I got a pair. I got a pair from this from this brand I really fuck with, but like, fucked with the things they made early on, and they didn't really fit me. And I kind of like what they do, but I just can't rock this brand. Like my style has kind of grown away from it. It's called Bad Sun. Bad Sun. I don't know, something like that. You know Bad Sun, right? I'm sure. But if you look at their pants, if you go to like badsun.us is their website. I think Bad Sun is their IG. Maybe it's the same thing, their IG. But if you go there, you'll see their pants they're Jinkos, bro. They're fucking Jinkos. Like, they're fire. Like, Jinkos could never. But, you know, it's what they are, bro. And I realized that as soon as I put them on. As soon as I put them on, I'm like, nah, bro. A 40-year-old can't be doing this. 40-year-old cannot be doing this, bro. It's for the youngins, you know? This is not for an unk. I feel like I pushed the unk limits of what an unk can do. Let me show you this hash, by the way, chat. Check this out. This shit is loud, man. This is the Oishi. I always like to call it Wishi, but I think I'm the only one who does that. Maybe I should just keep calling it Wishi. This is the Wishi from Riptide Rosin. It smells amazing. The room is filled with this sweet, almost rainbow beltsy type of terp, but with a sharpness to it. It's fucking amazing, man. Let's get a look in there. You could just tell this is gooey, not dry at all. Yeah. Shout out to Colorado, man. I got a lot of Colorado terps on the table today. I got Portal Provisions, I got In-House, and I got Riptide. Anyone here smoke on THCA hash rosin? I have. Here's the thing with THCA, and this could be a good segue into the next thing. Here's the thing with THCA. It's weed, bro. Go and look. When you buy, this is kind of my moment where I'm like, oh, fuck. I had a Kalia jar, and the Kalia jar had all the testing on it. And it said THC, THCA, CBN. The THCA in the Kalia jar was 92%. And I believe in order for it to qualify as THCA, it has to be 97%. That's it. THCA and hemp in general, chat. Let me give you a very quick lesson on what hemp is. Hemp is not a type of cannabis. Hemp is a regulatory standard. What hemp means is that it is a cannabis plant that doesn't what hemp means is that it's a cannabis plant that doesn't produce above a certain amount of THC. That is what a hemp plant is. It is defined as THC. So if the hemp plant is mostly THCA, but very low in THC, that is still hemp, but it's a cannabis plant. It's the same as what you currently have. And if you look at some jars out there in the market, you'll see that the things you're getting at dispensary shelves, they're coming in 85, 90, 95% THCA in a jar. And so hemp, THCA, it's mostly real weed, but not all. Some people are actually buying hemp, something that wasn't very well made, and they're spraying it with distillate, they're spraying it with terps, and they're kind of manipulating stuff. That is the one bad problem when it comes to not having something regulated, is you don't really know where you're going or what you're getting. That being said, plenty of THCA places have, what do they call it? Plenty of THCA places have certificates of authenticity. So they're showing you this is what this tested at. This is what it's coming in at. Now, a fake place, all they got to do is create a fake sticker and put it on there. But as an argument for we need regulation, so these people can't do that. Well, even in regulation, you could take a sticker that looks like it's coming from a dispensary shelf and just make another sticker and put it on a bag of weed. Anybody can do that. It's not hard to do, especially now with AI. You don't even need to know Photoshop. So as far as hemp and THCA concerned, you should see them as regulatory language and not plant-defining language, like cannabinoids or rosin. It is not that. It is what the government uses and people use to talk about the way cannabis has been regulated. Just putting some facts out there. All right, let me hit this and we'll move on to that. I have not heard of Cannabuddy. Is it 0.3% THC? Goddamn. Well, if it's 0.3% THC, like, that would mean that it doesn't even matter how much THC is in there as long as it's below 0.3% THC. That makes sense. Let's take one more dab.
It's not all marked up, man. It's a sign of respect.
Thought if I came and looked at this, I might find
Yeah, well said, Matt. Congress didn't understand decarboxylation, and so now there is a whole market because of it. Woo. Okay. No, I haven't heard of Roadrunner out in Mass. I will say, like, if somebody is selling you hash rosin, it's hash rosin, man. You don't got to worry about whether it's THCA or not. THCA or not is really just how they frame being able to sell it. But that doesn't matter to you. You're getting hash rosin. Is it good? Like, that's all that counts. Yeah, and it looks like the classification of what is hemp is a cannabis plant that produces below 0.3% THC. So if you have a plant that's 93% THCA, but less than 0.3% in THC, that is in fact hemp, as the government sees it. Is this the third dab or the second? It might just be the second. But it could be the third. I feel like I've been fucking around a bit. That dude got so pissed earlier. It's like, you can't be letting people know about our, like, that's so crazy, bro. Some men are so fucking wild. It's such a trip. Soy Cubano is great, man. I got to get more of their stuff. All right, chat. Let's we're talking about THC and THCA. Let's check out. You guys are saying you want me to watch the first 2 minutes and 51 seconds, yeah?
Yeah, it's just the intro. Yeah, Patrick, it's pretty wild.
And in the last 9 minutes.
If you want to, but the first three cover quite a bit. The end, he just starts going into how we're killing everyone's children and whatnot. It's classic.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll jump into this, chat. Let's check out, a very ignorant person try to regulate something they don't use, don't understand, and don't care about. Let's jump into this.
This is all sold. Even the senators haven't seen all of this. It's all sold for kids, designed for kids and adults. This,
bro, was that granola?
Cookies or something.
I was gonna say, because you can't tell me somebody's making granola and trying to sell it to kids, bro. That's old people shit.
this little bag of jellies, mango peach, $90 for a bag. Send you sky high.
Sky high. Kids with their weekly allowances and stuff, $90, they all got it, right? Like, this is for kids and priced at $90. There's so much cognitive dissonance here. It's going to be hard for me to not interrupt probably every 5 seconds of this fucking guy's speech. It's painful.
We have no idea. Some of these things are so mislabeled, and the police will talk about that in a moment. No one knows what's in any of this. This is why we passed Senate Bill 3. This is why the House passed Senate Bill 3, to ban these products. Sour bells, slices. How about gummy worms? Gummy worms. This is what parents, you need to tell this story so that parents understand the 8,000 shops have been put in Texas in the last 3 years, many of them without permits, selling this to their kids to destroy their kids. And why would drug dealers seize Texas? Because they found a loophole in the hemp bill, which Charles Perry will talk about. And they want to hook our generation of young people today for a lifetime of drugs. And you need to sell that story.
You know, this is the thing that trips me out the most, chat, is this dude is there talking about a generation affected by a substance, but you will never hear them talk about alcohol. How many DUIs? How many deaths? I know that this person is going to bring up somebody potentially having THC in their blood when they jumped in front of a moving train or something like that. How many people die every single week in Texas from alcohol? I bet it's more than one. Can you find that out, Stone, please? What are the yearly alcohol-related deaths in the state of Texas? I'm curious, man, because like, you know, it'd be one thing if our country was, hey, we're holding ourselves to a standard. We are going to care more about prioritizing the health and longevity of Americans over their personal liberties. I wouldn't agree with it, but I would understand it, because then alcohol would be illegal. Tobacco would be illegal. I'm fucking addicted to Zins, bro. I'm gonna put one in my mouth while I'm sitting here at some point on stream. There's no way that's good for my fucking heart. And I see young kids talking about Zins all day on social media. They're able to get them online quite easily. These are not hard things to get. They're making Zins that are full of, or nicotine pouches that are not full of nicotine. They're full of caffeine and other substances that are totally unregulated. But there's no thought into this. There's no thought into alcohol. There's no thought into nicotine. There's only thought into cannabis. And like, let's be real here. There's a reason for this. It makes them money. It's hard to tell who it makes money to. Is it making money for pharmaceutical companies that have less of a dependency from their users when they have access to cannabis and can medicate in ways they need it? As an example, somebody suffering from nausea that can now eat an edible, smoke a joint, and not need a pill to keep them from being nauseous. That's not good for Big Pharma. Or is it the 13th Amendment? Is it the fact that they can lock up people for cannabis, put them in jail, and get literal free legal slave labor in the United States because of it? Which is what I believe the driving force of cannabis legalization was all along. It was there to make sure the prisons stay full so the no-cost labor continues. And like, I don't know what else it can be. You know, talking about kids, I would hate for a young child to get accidentally high. That would fucking suck. I can't imagine being a parent and having a child that ate a gummy and accidentally got high and watching them deal with that discomfort. I would fucking hate to see it. And that's why you absolutely should have dispensaries that make sure that the only people leaving their stores are leaving with something that they can legally and safely consume. But that's not the thought, right? The thought is to leave this market exclusively to criminals, to people who are not following laws, who don't care if they sell to a child, who don't care if it's actually THC or not in there. That's who you are leaving it to. And when there are people that are comfortable fighting cops for their ability to continue the business they have in the crimes that they're committing, these are probably going to be violent criminals. So you're just creating a violent criminal enterprise that ultimately is more likely to reach children than the existing one, instead of creating probably the biggest channel for new tax revenue the state of Texas has seen in a generation. This is the most self-serving thing I've ever seen, and not self-serving for the people of Texas or the government of Texas. This is a few people benefiting from a decision that negatively affects millions. There's millions of people in Texas, I'm assuming, right? Has to be. Well, what are the numbers, Grant, of how many people die yearly?
So, Cody was shown over 10,000 last year in Texas, and then I saw some on a U.S. government site. It's like 95,000 plus in the U.S. estimated.
So, annual deaths in Texas for last year, I guess?
10,647. That's from crashes and
10,647 alcohol-related deaths in the state of Texas in 2024. Where the fuck is your outrage, Dan Patrick? There were certainly kids in that number, killed by cars, hurt in some way by consuming too much alcohol. Where is your fucking outrage? There is none. There is none, because he's more scared of adults that are taking gummies. And let's be real here, Dan. Like, if a kid consumes alcohol or too much alcohol, they die. And if they consume those gummies, they will be uncomfortable, but they will survive. Almost all kids will survive that. And some may have some mental issues after that. That I can't rule that out as a possibility. We don't know because you don't allow us to do research on cannabis. And so this just makes no sense to me whatsoever that 10,000 plus Texans can die every year and he does not give a fuck. But more Texans have safe access to cannabis than ever. And that's what got him out of his house, sitting here, scaring the shit out of people to make something illegal that hurts almost no one. This is maddening, man. Over 90,000 deaths in the United States, alcohol-related deaths in the United States in the last year. Where is their outrage? You can talk to me about a life addicted to drugs. A life addicted to drugs, which is not even true. It's not even true that cannabis is a gateway drug in that sense. I believe alcohol is more of a gateway drug than anything else. If cannabis is a gateway drug, maybe it's a great gateway drug to mushrooms. Alcohol is a gateway drug to fucking cocaine. Like, where are your priorities? Mushrooms can't kill you. Cannabis can't kill you. Maybe super long-term effects, again, we don't know because it has not been tested. But alcohol, verifiably, scientifically proven, has. Directly through liver disease, directly through DUIs, what it's done to communities, what it's done to households. Where is the fucking outrage? And I can sit here as a cannabis consumer and not vilify a substance that is clearly harmful to many, because I don't believe substances should be criminalized. But where the fuck is their outrage, man, when it's for anything else? It makes no sense. Like, I'm livid about this because of the amount of people in Texas. I've never been to Texas. I'm a New Yorker, man. I'm about as far as you get from Texas as possible in the United States. And I can tell you that it still enrages me to think that there are people that finally, after generations of no safe access in that state to cannabis, finally have a way that they can consume without extreme paranoia, without being traumatized for trying to get a medicine that helps them in their life. Finally, they had that. And you're taking it away? In Texas? The supposed home of civil liberties in the United States. These are personal freedoms in the United States. This is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. And I hope the people of Texas wake the fuck up, man. These people do not have your back. I'm not talking about left or right. I'm talking about the people in control do not consider you when making decisions. I don't care what side of the aisle they're on. Like, something's got to give, man. I keep watching this shit, but I'm just going to keep getting angrier and angrier at it.
It's not just kids buying this. Adults buy it, give it to kids. Adults buy it for themselves. We had horrendous testimony of one 22-year-old who bought this. I don't know what product it was. I think she said wedding cake. He stepped in front of a train and got run over, killed. This is serious.
Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Wedding cake year old who bought this. I don't know what horrendous testimony of one 22-year-old who bought this. I don't know what product it was. I think she said wedding cake. He stepped in front of a train and got run over, killed.
Bro, this guy thinks they're talking about a wedding cake. Like, he actually thinks that somebody bought a wedding cake and then jumped in front of a train and died. They have no understanding about what they regulate. You know what I mean? Like, you know what else they don't have an understanding of? AI. They're not regulating that shit. Like, it's insane to me. It's insane to me that you could be this, I hate to be like mean here, but this fucking dull and incapable of understanding something and then speak with such authority over it and tethering so much shame to the people who benefit from this. Fuck you, Dan Patrick. Fuck you, man. I don't even want to watch this shit no more, dude. I'm not going to make it to the next minute.
This is not Dan's folly. This is not Dan's priority. This is to save an entire generation of being hooked on drugs. And I need for y'all to take this story seriously.
Learn nothing from the DARE program, right? How much did DARE, when a fucking cop came to my classroom when I was in 5th grade and told me magic mushrooms, you know what it's like to explain to a fucking 10-year-old that there's a mushroom that's magic and not have them more interested in it? These people are incapable of communicating substances and the safety that needs to be related to them. They're incapable of it, man. It's fucking crazy.
Because does anyone want to try any of this? Would you buy anything off the shelf that you didn't know what was in it? That could change your whole mental state for the rest of your life? Would you want that? Anybody want this bag? Okay, you want it?
What a cocksucker, bro.
I don't
what
think
a
you want
cocksucker.
You wouldn't dare buy it. You wouldn't let your children, your grandchildren buy it. And by the way, come September, all this will be illegal anyway. So I'll be turning this over to the police before I leave here.
You know, this is somebody who uses the word illegal without even understanding the amount of people that will suffer from that. The kids that are going to lose their parents, the parents that are going to lose their kids, the siblings that will lose each other, the broken families, the broken communities. No understanding of that. Just the most evil fucking smile. As he talks about, it's going to be illegal anyways. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want. It's your body, my choice. That's what the fuck this man is saying. I'm so sick of these fucking people, man.
So I'll be turning this over to the police before I leave here.
Yeah, I'm not going to traumatize you by fucking having you guys watch a cop on fucking here. This is, whoops, there we go. This is just completely demoralizing to see. Now, hold on, let me just get my chat window up. Now, chat, I don't know if you know this, but Puffco devices are going to be illegal as well in this bill. Every e-rig, every vaporizer, Volcano, Dr. Dabber, everyone you know will be illegal. Nicotine vaporizers are going to be illegal as well. They are blanket wiping out any chance you have to engage with the plant in a non-criminal way. They are criminalizing something you do that negatively affects no one, that in fact has benefited many different states' economies. They are criminalizing you over it because they see you more valuable in a prison doing free labor than as a tax-paying cannabis user. That is the reality that we're facing. And I can tell you, if they make our products illegal, if they go through with this, we're not just gonna sit and watch it happen. Like, we're going to take this to the courts however we can. I don't know what we can do. I haven't spoken to my legal team leading up to this, but we are not going to have something that is so helpful to people be criminalized because this person doesn't like it. Too fucking bad. You live in a state that allows people to have personal freedom. That means that whatever the fuck you believe should not impose that life on someone else. So like, fuck you, Dan Patrick. Fuck you. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick break.
I can literally tell exactly what kind of person you are based off the Puffco that you use. If you use the Puffco Pivot, you just be getting fried and you'd like to walk around and stuff. If you use the Proxy, you just walk around and you get fried and you look cool doing it. If you use this one, you like to get fried, but you also just like are at home and you don't really walk around as much. And I forgot to say the name of this one. This is the new Peak. And this finally is the Peak Pro. And if you use this one, you got money, and you want to go walk around and hit the Peak and it's big and it's got the big old clouds, and you like that, and you like that one. If you guys like this video, please like the video and let me know, because Puffco is never going to hire me again if you guys don't like this, so please.
You know, Snow Wolf, you're absolutely right, man. Like that is one of the things where you're absolutely right. It is far from a place that has, that's why I had to correct myself on personal freedoms over civil liberties. Like, it is a place that needs a lot of work and it's moving backwards. And like, I don't want to sit here and have any judgment on Texas because I know the people there have seen so much progress recently, and I don't want to dismiss that. I don't want to dismiss how much progress they're going through. But like, something's got to give, man. The people in control don't seem like they care at all about their constituents' needs. At all. Oh, man. All right. What next? I had to pop that Cindy chat, you know? All right, to get in there. Admin doesn't have a son. Admin's son, or everybody in chat who says W. That's all admin's sons. Oh, man. People are like, Cricken is, we could throw here. Let's do the Cricken vid. Hold on. That's a good one. is it? There we go.
I can literally tell exactly what kind of person you are based off the puff.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought we didn't play it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna cut off the homie Cricken.
No, that's what they're
They're thinking Cricken is his son. That's funny. Don't disrespect Cricken like that ever again. Where was Wody acting? Or was it a Puffco video? Oh yeah, I saw one. Yeah, I did see. I forgot what it was, but I saw something. Anyways, all right, let's get back to dabbing, man. Let's get back to the light we have in our lives. Let's appreciate this while we have it, you know? Listen, man, there's a lot of things that people like, you know, I'm not going to, I don't know why it's El Ericon, Texas. Like, I understand some people that want to live in Texas, you know, like Texas has affordable housing in a country where there isn't a lot. It has major cities where people can go to get that affordable housing. So like, I don't know, man. I got a lot of love for Texas. I'm excited to be there. I know that there's work to do. I think the work for Texas to do is on the government more so than it is the people. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just like in an echo chamber where I see a lot of incredible people in Texas. But I feel like Texas has a lot of positive things to it. And it seems like its government has just systematically not served its people over and over and over again. I'm going, oh man, I just opened a jar, put it on the hash cam, opened another jar, I guess. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, let me show you. I went back for the Wishi. Max, housing in California is a real fucking bummer, bro. Yeah, housing in California, housing in New York, man. Like, I saw a video today of Little Italy in May. That's like, the streets are packed, typically. Like, I wonder what the future is, man. Like, a lot of these places are getting too expensive to live, and they're not creating new housing. It's fucking crazy. Let's check this out. Absolutely beautiful. He did a great job, man. Shout out to Riptide Rosin. It's a very small brand. I only have like a few thousand followers on IG. Can you link them in the comments, please? Riptide Rosin. All the trappers in Texas were now doing the fucking THCA, bro. What are the trappers in Texas happy about? Now a fucking cop can throw them in jail for a few years for trapping? That's crazy, bro. Like, I think it's Riptide Rosin. Maybe they got taken down. Anthony, Cali's a pain too, man. Like, I love Cali. You know, they say you're not from Cali if you say Cali. I'm not from Cali, man, so I say Cali. California has its problems too, man. They're different. You know what I mean? Like, there's starting a business in Texas way easier than starting a business in California. You know what I mean? Like, in general, if you're somebody who is, let's say, making fucking candles, as an example, my lady makes candles. It's insanely expensive to operate as a business in California, man. Not for anything, but like all the fees you have to pay, and then they're completely not organized in paying. She gets bills all the time for something she paid years ago, and then they fucking let Elon kill the chance of the hyper train or whatever they call this, the super fast trains that would go from LA to San Francisco. So the infrastructure here is not getting any better. And then like the housing here is an insane fucking problem. Like, there are absolutely issues with California. I just think that they're very different. Here we have cannabis. We have an amazing quality of life for those who can afford it. And it takes a lot more here. I feel like any fucking Puffco employee with their salary, if they were living, you know, in like Texas or Oklahoma, their quality of life, the things they could afford would be bigger and better, but their quality of life might not be. So I feel like Cali's got a bunch of great shit to it, bro. It's just the government is, you know, I don't think any government is perfect, but I feel like things maybe have gotten worse since I moved to California. Like I haven't seen the progress that I thought I would see here. And so, yeah, man, anytime somebody's like, Texas this, California's pretty, man, gotta hold ourselves accountable. I don't think you should pass judgment on another state unless you're able to pass judgment on your own, you know? And I think we're too quick to do that. Like, haha, they fucking suck. They deserve it. We got issues too, bro. We have the highest taxed cannabis in the country, I believe. These are fucking problems, bro. We have an entire industry here that is barely surviving because of government regulation, because they don't understand what they're regulating, and it doesn't seem like they care to. And it also seems like California as well is going to ban THCA and then probably get the police some extra money and the prison system some extra labor by locking people up that are in the game in a non-regulated way. And everybody else can pay for the most expensive cannabis in the country. It doesn't seem right, man, especially when you know that there are like models in other countries where people have, I can explain the Elon thing in a second. Countries have models where they prioritize their people's needs. So if you go to Italy, if you go to Italy, and if you're in Rome or anywhere else, and you end up a little bit outside of the city, enough outside that, you know, maybe it's not a suburb, but like it's not paying city prices. Go into a grocery store and see how much the food costs. They've nationalized it. They know every person in this fucking country. Oh, damn near all of them are eating tomatoes. Damn near all of them are eating pasta or wheat-derived products. And so they nationalize them. They still make money on these things, but they make sure that everyone can afford it. That's the best way for California to regulate, is by making sure that the cannabis in California can be afforded to everyone in California. Not just something taxed so heavily that like, well, if you're making money, you can get it, or you got to get the really bad stuff, or you got to be plugged and go the traditional market route. It doesn't make sense. We all want and love cannabis. Those of us that use it, we should be able to get it affordably. And California has failed at that. So like, no judgment on all the other, you know, states. I think we all have work to do. Are Puffcos made in the USA? No, Puffcos are made in China and Malaysia currently. I don't believe there are any US-made electronics that are produced in 100,000 units a year or more, I believe. So yeah, if we could make it here, we would absolutely make it here. Unfortunately, the US moved all of its manufacturing supply chain out of the country in the late, we're in the 21st century now? In the late 20th century. That is what happened. To the person asking about Elon, yeah, years ago in California, I don't know if you remember the Boring Company from Elon. I believe all they ever produced was that, like, oh, look at my torch. That torch that I don't even think could heat up your banger. The zombie fighting thing. That was the Boring Company. The Boring Company was supposed to create a tunnel from LA to San Francisco that you can get on your car in and go insanely fast speeds. And I believe it was supposed to be automated. Like, you bring your car into this tunnel, and then like an hour or 2 hours later, boom, through magnets and other stuff, he was saying, you'll be in San Francisco. Why would this be great for California? Because in California, if you can connect the dots between LA and San Francisco, you are creating a huge real estate opportunity for people. Imagine it takes in one of the super fast trains that they have like in China and other countries. I've been on them when I was in China. You can go on what would take you in a car maybe 6 hours and get there in 90 minutes. So if you can go from LA to San Francisco in 90 minutes, you could get almost anywhere in between in 45 minutes. And then you could be a 45-minute commute to downtown LA and live what would be a 3 to 4 hour drive away. That's huge for the state of California. Elon petitioned them not to create a train to do this because he wanted to create the Boring Company. The Boring Company never came to be. You can ask MT-Dub in the comments, I believe he knows. But this is also, he can keep saving on some tax credits, some shit like that. If there's an Elon standing here, he'd probably be like, oh, shut up, man. You're actually one of those guys that just hate fucking cool dudes that are on ketamine and doing interviews. I actually like cool dudes that are on ketamine doing interviews. I just don't love that one. I haven't been to Malaysia. I want to go though. All right. Anyways, wasn't there something else? There was a question. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like Puffco is being made in China. It is made in the country that is the best at manufacturing electronics in the world. That's why every car company in the United States uses them. You know what I mean? That's why every electronic in your house is made by them. They've absorbed that supply chain. And until our government does something to get it back here, and I'll be real with you, the only way manufacturing is coming back to the United States is if these factories across the world, mostly in Asia, bring their factories here. We have lost the knowledge here. We've accepted that in this country, we want to be innovators and we want to create new things and we want to leave the manufacturing opportunity to others so we can capture the inventing and innovation opportunity. That's the bet we made on this country about 40, 50 years ago. And now, you know, we want it back here, but I wish it was. Like I'd be happy to do that. Yeah, bro is fucking geeked, man. Bro is geeked. It's kind of crazy. Like that dude was in our government ripping out programs high off fucking ketamine, bro. Like things that regular people use, things that affect millions of people. And Dog was there. That's crazy. It's just, yeah, we're an upsetting reality, bro. And a lot of people cheering him on. I don't want to get political. Like, this isn't political, man. Like, let's be real. We should never leave a billionaire to be in charge of people that are not billionaires. Like, billionaires' constituents are other billionaires. We should not have them represent. They don't represent us. And like, that's just my belief in general. Like, I want to see people who have done civil service in that position, not people who have, you know, been really, really good at capitalism. I don't think that's what's gonna make for a better country. Our labor costs too much. We have more issues than just labor though, you know, because like in China, do the math, right? Chinese have, man, this is like, I didn't expect to talk about all this today. China has these like $18,000 electric cars that are like smoking $60,000 cars here. You know why it's $18,000? Because people there make less money, but they could afford a lot more with the less that they make. And like, we've had a very big gap here through inflation and a bunch of rich people getting richer and poor people getting poor, right? Like, everybody's spending, what, 50% more now than they were in fucking 2019, 2018? Like, shit ain't right, man. Anyways. I know Adam's like, move on. Move on, it's all right. I can scroll up to get to them. Check it out. I got Beard. He's asked, will Puffco be doing any special events on 7/10? Do we got something coming up in Denver for that? Am I doing something in Denver?
Yes, we definitely can.
I was gonna say, do one of you know the answer? Because I fucking.
Yeah.
Is Puffco doing something on 7/10?
Puffco is going to be doing something. Should be announcing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, we'll be announcing a 7/10 event thing. I think there might be something. Oh yeah, we got something coming on 7. Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, we got some things on 7/10. We definitely got some things coming on 7/10. For sure. What's next, Mr. Roger? You've done it all, man. I can tell you, Regina, I can confidently say that my dreams today are as big or bigger than the dreams I had with creating Puffco. The dream with creating Puffco was I want to create a device and a company that is so good, that serves so many people, that we become the biggest and the best vaporizer company in the world. I believe we've done that. I can't think of a bigger load your own vaporizer company. I can't think of a better load your own vaporizer company, period. In my heart, I don't need to hear it from you guys. In my heart, I believe we've accomplished that mission. But today, now, if you go back to 2013, 2012, when I had this dream, that seemed impossible, bro. I'm a New Yorker. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a designer. I'm a cannabis user, but I'm a New Yorker. I'm a custody. I'm not from California where I have all this exposure to different concentrates and everything else. And so I feel like that was a pretty impossible mission, but somehow we got there. And I feel today my dreams are as impossible, as big as all of this was 12, 13 years ago. So like, I can't tell you what's next. And I'm not really even describing things that are happening in the next year. But I think 2 to 3 years down the line, you're gonna start seeing, not to say a new Puffco, but like, you're gonna start seeing us spread our wings a little bit. Again, I can't talk about how that is, and this doesn't make sense now. But I'm as excited for the future than ever. We are so far from done. We have so much work left to do. Like, we barely started the hike up Hash Mountain. You know what I mean? Like, all of this was us just setting up tents about a 30-minute hike up of a fucking 20-hour hike. And it feels like we're gearing up. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. All right, cool. Cool. Let's keep the dabs coming, man. Wow, it's already 6. I have been real fucking yappy today. You are right, chat. I'm a real yapper today. Bill, as a New Yorker, we all were. You know what I mean? Like, well, first of all, now I am a custy. I'm proudly a custy, man. Like, I've made hash. I can call myself a hash maker. How many times you gotta make hash to call yourself a hash maker? You know, like, I wouldn't do that. But I am a customer. My experience, my profession is consumption. That makes me a custy. You know what I mean? And like, I think custy is used as a derogatory term, and like, we say that in our friend group, like, oh, you're such a custy, but like, as far as being a consumer goes, I'm a proud consumer. I think I'm one of the foremost consumers in this country because I use my experience in consuming to help create better devices to consume with. So like, I'm a custy, proudly. Like, sorry, most of us are. I don't think there's any shame in being a custy. Only if you're willingly getting ripped off. You know what I mean? Like, only, I'm trying to think of like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to Fire Festival or some shit, you might be a custy that can be laughed at. But if you're somebody who enjoys buying things you like, don't let somebody shame you. Don't let a hash maker shame you into being a custy because they don't fucking exist without you. So like, I am proudly a custy, and as a New Yorker, that's what I had, man. Like, that's what I knew. Like leaving out parts of the story, but yeah, proud custard, man. Proud custard. Shout out to, who's that dude who's in jail? Crip Mac. Oh. Yeah, custard. He would say that shit all the time, right? Wait, is he alive? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. I didn't mean to be offensive. I just like, I thought maybe something happened in jail, but like, I don't know a lot about him, but he seemed like a decent dude around a lot of not great people. But I don't know. I've just seen a couple clips. Look at this, chat. This is in-house melts. It's coming out of Colorado. Something you could just go and buy. Some rec hash, man. And it's wonderful. It's loud. It smells like Z. Somebody's gonna clip that. I'm a proud custy. Hash makers. There's gonna be some hash makers back. See, he fucking knows it, man. He's not one of us. Yeah. Anyways. I wouldn't even know where 55th Street is. I didn't even know LA had a 55th Street. I heard 55th Street, I'm thinking Queens. Man. I don't know these references. Never commit suicide. Keep it 55th. I know it. I already know that's some LA shit for sure. For sure. Listen, man, you know, I'm not from fucking, you know, I'm not from here, but like, I've learned a thing or two. I've learned a thing or two since I've been out here, player. You know what I mean? Well, I know, you know, when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. I don't bang, but I could pass a sock check. You know what I mean? Shout out to In-House Melts, man. They fucking kill it. They fucking kill it. I have not seen the old white dude crip walking. DM that to me. That's all it is 5? I think Kev wanted to come in too. Somebody was asking about PuffCon, if maybe somebody wants to ping him. How many dabs does it take for me to get high? So, you know, it could just be one. Like, I'm high right now. What I do is I try to carefully choose when I'm on here to, one, not dab off of something like a Peak Pro that's going to get me way too high. So I'm using the Peak that I feel like I can get big milky hits out of, show you how it works, and still not be coughing my fucking brains out and dying. 2, I'm pretty selective with the strains I have here. Like the Z, I save the Z until my 5th dab because the Z is going to get me a little stupid and a little tired. So I'm carefully choosing things that won't get me too high or a high that I can't talk through. But if I'm just trying to like take a dab and be done for a while, I'm throwing a little 1/4 gram in a Peak Pro, slamming as much of it as I can, coughing for 30 fucking seconds straight, and then I'm good for like 90 minutes to 2 hours. But what I'm doing here is much more of a casual hash smoke. I treat it more like taking a puff of a joint while I'm hanging out with you guys. And I want to keep going back to it. So my entire way of consuming on stream is in a way where I could be very talkative, keep engaged with it, but still really enjoy what I'm consuming. Anyways. PuffCon news, 100+ glass blowers with live glass demos, Peak and Pivot and Proxy Customs. Stone's big news of the week.
It's pretty fucking crazy, yeah.
You're tuned into Stone's news. Somebody message Kev. Yeah. Stone's news. Let's see what else we got, chat. Chat, let's throw in some fucking water hash, man. Oh, I haven't even been doing the melt shots. We got the melt shot cam. Which one is that? Is that the top? Melt. You got melt on there already. Yeah, I see. I'm gonna use it on the next one. All right, chat. Let's have some fun with the hash cam. This is Wook Sauce Winery, chat. This is greased up. You know what I mean? This is what good hash does. It greases. I feel like this wasn't so greasy when it left, but that's what good hash does. All right, now let's start enhancing, chat. Let's go in. Let's maybe going on the edge here. Yeah, that's a good spot. I mean, we could go in lower, yeah.
So this is for like the melt, so how it looks like after.
Give me a sec, bro. Let me get through this one bit. You can hang out if you want. Yeah, I'm just gonna get through this one bit, and then I'll leave while you do your thing. Sick. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, chat. Let's get this zoomed in now. Hold on. First, let me zoom out. What? Oh, sick. Thanks. All right, pressing flags. Shout out to the homie in there. What's up? Shout out to the homie in there. Knows about pressing flags. The only problem now is it's a little too close and it's like it's too dark. But it's okay. We'll just do this for now. Wow, the corners you could just see. Man, anyways, chat, this is pretty crazy. I'm trying to get this to be very well focused. Pretty crazy. All right, let's take a dab of this, chat. Oh, it works for both. That's cool. All right, I fuck with this. All right, let's take a little dab ski over here, chat. We're gonna do this one on the melt cam. So, this is great. 30K microscope at 1 million followers, chat. I can't justify spending 30,000 on a microscope with less than 100,000. subs. But at 1 million subs, it's a no-brainer. Like, we're getting the $30,000 microscope. All right. Here's what this looks like, chat. Ooh, wow, this is a shot of all shots. Let's fucking go. Let's zoom in. Look, Sauce fucking Winery, man. Wow. On a hot knife too? Just like, man, I've never wanted to like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids myself, but like, damn. Imagine Honey, I Shrunk the Kids myself and a trichome, just a single trichome. You got a sword, you slash it open. Just let the little innards just go in your tiny little peak, you know? Obviously, you got to take the peak with you. All right, let's drop this in here. And then let's set up the melt shot, chat. Let's see. First. What's that?
Click the belt.
Yeah, I will. For now, I'm just getting set up. Alright. Sick. Okay. Alright, here we go, chat. Check this out. I'm going to put this on green because I don't know the quality. Let's watch this melt. Enjoy the show. We need some like melt music, you know? There's something where like, you know, almost like Jeopardy, but something else like. Is that it? Is it the Jeopardy song? I think it is. Wow, look at that, man. Wow. All right, let me hit this while it's still good. Woo. Okay. All right. Let's see what it looks like. It's still on. Oops. There we go. It's water hash, man. That's what it looks like when you're diving water hash. God, it's so beautiful. I still love how you can clearly see the purpose of rosin, right? All those little things in there. That is what rosin removes 90+% of. And that's kind of the reason it took off the way it did. It's such a heavy competitor to BHO. So fucking beautiful. So beautiful. The melt shots should be the outro vids. That's kind of cool. Oh man, once we get enough of these, we gotta create like that long playlist. Just watch melt shots. Yup. All right, chat. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we got Kevin and or just Kevin.
We're bringing in Brandon. Why not?
All right, we got Kevin and Brandon, the PuffCon boys, coming in, answer all your guys' questions. So we'll be right back.
PS2 from back in the day, and there was the SSX Tricky, and I got like 100.
And then I appreciate you every day.
I mean, I had everything. I found.
Oh.
I needed a memory card. Eggs each, and it's kind of sick. I think it should hold all the data.
Damn, that's crazy.
Hey, Richard. What are you eating?
It's lunch we blended together. It's super processed, but so convenient.
I mean, it's like one more second for a way better experience. You're choosing convenience over quality with that cart, too. Let me explain.
The same hash in a jar and a cart is not the same. Many carts use technology that was originally developed for e-cigs more than 20 years ago. This means concentrates have to change to work with this technology, instead of the technology being designed for concentrates. The main difference is that they have to be a thinner liquid, which is why almost all cart material looks the same.
Yeah, but my rosin pod
Is not like the rosin in your jar. Same old technology with a new look. They often have to heat up the rosin to make it thinner, or break it down into select parts. No matter what, you're sacrificing quality for convenience with a cart. For some, convenience and cost matters most, and that's fine. But you should know there is a difference. There's a better way. With the Plus, in just a few seconds, you know what you're smoking, and getting a better concentrate experience. No matter how you're consuming, we just want you to taste and feel how great hash can be, without compromise.
Ryan Celsius? Hey guys! You know what time it is. It's the Kevin and Brandon show. We're here to talk all about PuffCon. Do the thing. See? Fuck yeah. Also, we're going to talk about our Lord and Savior, Shohei Ohtani. Okay? Can we just talk about how much this guy's done for the... No, I'm just kidding. I don't watch baseball. But that guy's a G. Shout out to my boy. Hitting home runs. I mean, is it crazy that this dude's a pitcher? This on some fucking Babe Ruth shit. Like, I never thought that pitchers even hit the ball, let alone hit the most home runs. And then he's stealing bases, too? This dude is a fucking all-star, man. Shout out. Yo, what up, guys? What up? Most asked question, most given answer. There will be 0 additional VIP tickets for sale. What you can do, if you want just a glimmer of hope that a VIP ticket is available, you can join our PuffCon Insiders list. You will need to text. We tried this last time, guys. We need it this time. Please text. Sorry. Please text PuffCon to. And this is where you enter the number. Can we have it like flash on the thing? It's like 5789. Anyways, you need to join our Insiders Club. We're constantly doing VIP upgrades for ticket holders, but you will not be able to purchase another VIP ticket. Say it.
No VIP tickets.
0 for anybody else. What we will be doing is smoking Rogers hashish and answering some questions. And if you have any cool fun facts about Ohtani and his, contributions to the MLB, hit me with him, bro. Love what he's done. Love what he's done. He's doing great things. What do we got here? That shirt is fire. Yeah, nice shirt. I don't know if he's talking about mine, but if it's mine, then football means good. If we're talking about Brandon, he's got this nice boxy cut, faded. He's trying a thing, and I'm liking it, man.
Just a boxy boy.
That's it, man. The old box trotters. What do you got? This is for me? I can never tell if they're on white or blue when it's on this one. But we're just gonna start it and see what it's like. That's the move. But what if I want a scorcher? Bop, 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 bop. All right, what's the lineup looking like? The lineup is looking fucking insane. I am very proud to say that our lineup is looking better than any year before. We will be featuring cooler artists, both musical and such, and we will be letting you know more about lineup probably in about a month. 1 month seems right. 1 month for you guys. Yep. Ohtani is from Japan, and Japan is cool. Very cool, to be honest. Can you panhandle at PuffCon? Please don't. That's one of the really cool things that we have going for us, is that, like, people aren't really out there only asking for things. They're also contributing to the space. But if you want to ask somebody for a fucking corn dog spot, like, somebody will get you on that glizzy, without a doubt. Ohtani loves to upgrade tickets. Go on over to his games. He's playing next week. Can you sneak into PuffCon? That's your own shit. If you really want to risk your fucking shit and being embarrassed in front of a bunch of people because you snuck into a fucking $60 event, that's on you, G.
We may find you.
Let me slide. Eric, very descriptive name, too. We're on to you, Eric, without a K.
Where's the nearest spot I can hammock camp?
Hammock camping will be available down the street. If you go about 3 miles down 6th Street, you'll run into Skid Row. They will not be providing the hammocks, but they will have a space for you. BYOH. Giant panini press. Depends if people start asking me about VIP tickets. I'll be getting giant pressed for sure. Can you get a baller jar? That's up to you to decide. You should absolutely get a baller jar. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna pack Brandon a dab of Rogers hash. Beep, 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 beep. Dry terps, I fuck with them too. This thing, no water. Doesn't matter. Look at this, I'll prove it to you. Doesn't even matter.
It's not magic water.
Yep, got it. Who remembers? I don't really want to like say names or anything. Do you guys remember that fucking? Oh God, I want to drop the name. I'm not going to. There was this water that people put into their bongs. That was like almost like a saline solution of sorts. It was supposed to keep it cleaner, but that shit was gross, man. It felt kind of slimy. Had a consistency to it. After too many dabs, it did start to get a little bit milky. It was not okay. Not gonna drop the name, but that shit was grody. Spot closer, you could probably find a closer spot than all the way down the street over there. There is a fucking Chipotle around the corner. They got an overnight thing going on. I don't really know. Do not say the name. Do not do that. But you know the name immediately as soon as I said the fucking gross water. Gross.
EK Tears asking about extra goodies for VIP.
Extra goodies for VIP. Nice question, man. Nice question. Besides the ability to get into the most exclusive area that you had to pay for, we do have some goodies in store for you. As the event gets closer, we line up more goodies for you guys. So I do want you to know, you will get some goodies. That was that type of water, my man. Hard C for sure. Bing.
That was good water.
Wow. Ooh. Yeesh. Jeebus. Yeah. Brim your own hash for sure. It is brim your own hash. www. If you're not familiar with Mike Jackson, go check out his page immediately. Big Mike Jacks. The @ sign comes first. @Big Mike Jacks. This man has a link in his bio. This man is looking for a kidney donor. I'm cleaning the bong for this man right here. Hold on, finish your milk.
I thirsty.
Scared of it. Go over to Big Mike Jackson's page. Sign up to be a donor or tell your friends about it. It doesn't matter. Mike Jacks forever. I want this dude to outlive me. I love him so much. You should do the same. He will be at PuffCon one way or the other. He will be doing something special at PuffCon if I let him. Sorry, it's not to say if I let him, but he's got some cool ideas, man. Just like some of them are a little bit wild, man. I'll tell you, they're wild. They're wild. WW Richie, throw him up, big dog. You know what time it is. Got high, put alcohol in the. Oh, do not put that. Do not do that. You ever fucking let your shit air dry? Oh, take the big old whiff. Can we get a dab counter, or is that after I exhale?
Who's going?
Okay. Ding ding. Cool. Hell yeah. Chalk it up to the game, baby. Love you, brother. We love you. Oh, wow. Drop the fucking link in there. That's nice. We care. That's for sure.
Brendan's got a question about +1s.
+1s? What's the question?
We could go ahead and answer that question.
Okay.
If you're looking for a +1 for your ticket, go ahead and hit up tickets@puffcon.com. Send them a nice email. The nicer you are, the more chance you'll have.
Long story short, yes, you can buy a +1 ticket after the fact. Hit us up. We will take care of you. We have to create a code on the back end to make sure people don't abuse that shit. So we will take care of you. We will let you get your homie in on Saturday. If he wants to just come on Sunday, you can buy your GA ticket for Sunday. Again, Sunday this year is open to the public. That does not mean they're free to get in. That means if you are 21 plus, if you like cool music and such, if you're cannabis curious, if you do not own a Puffco device, but you want to see what the fuck we're doing on our 5th annual PuffCon, we're going to be open for you for the low cost of... when I can't remember things, I'm hoping I'll get it later, maybe. The low cost of $50, you can come in, have a great time. Smoke a bunch of hash with really cool people that won't judge you for not having a device in your hand.
On top of eating the best food, having
best
vendors.
All of it, right? Fuck yeah. Bring some joints rolled up. Some of my friends don't even smoke hash. They're still having the best time at PuffCon. There's so much to do. I got friends that don't even consume cannabis at all that have come to PuffCon, had the time of their life. I'm proud of that.
You could be one of those friends. I'm very proud.
Yeah, we're proud of that. W's, everyone. That's right. Can't wait to go to my PuffCon, ba. Someone dropped the water name in there. I'm not putting it out there. I'm being really fucking cool about this. But I didn't like it personally, and that's cool. That doesn't mean anything. My opinion's shit, usually. Let's see. Oldham Atomizer is nothing like the new 3D XL. How could it be? I mean, shit. 5 years later, you're getting the best of the best. You get that 3D XL. I mean, there's always fucking things being cooked up in the back of the house, for sure. They are back there making 10 XLs. You can't even try that shit. They're making it, though. They're trying, man. Scary. It's scary. Brandon gets nervous about these things. We talk him out of it, though.
I'm new.
He's not new. He's not new. Hilarious. Big W's. All right. Wow, they letting the normies in? I actually have an opinion about that, Train Man. You were once a normie, my dude. We are now allowing more people to see what this is about. They have to pay more than you. They can't come on Saturday. You get a whole day to yourself. Do not gatekeep so hard that you don't think an experience that you got to have 5 years in a row isn't worth somebody else having. That's all. That's my opinion. I think on that note, what else do we got? Lock in before the price goes up. We got food, class, vendors, hash. Bring your own. We got turfs for days, baby. We got it all. Come on down to PuffCon. We're doing it big. Imagine the Puffco test lab. That shit's gonna be popping. Imagine you haven't tried a fucking peak before, and we're gonna be running analytics. Oh, wait. It is not too far from Texas, my dude. Come on up here. We're having the time of our lives. Like, I went to Texas for South by Southwest. That means you have to come to PuffCon. That's it.
That's an easy flight or not beautiful drive.
Real. Are you guys trying to melt diamonds? We're not melting diamonds, man. We're on Hash Mountain, baby.
All are welcome on Hash Mountain. That's right.
That's right. Couldn't have said it better myself. On that note, we're gonna get the fuck out of this. This has been the Kevin
and Brandon
show. We'll see you later. Bye.
For exciting pictures on the 2031.
PuffCon is back for not 1, but 2 days.
Holy shit!
On October 4th and 5th, we're taking over the city. And now, even a pivot can get you in. With major music and performances both days. We're adding more food options, more street vendors, more glass-blowing demos, bigger activations, and a faster entry process to get you in the action as fast as possible. And Sunday is now open to the public, opening the doors for more people to step into our world. Get tickets now at puffcon.com.
Just be low-key about it.
Johnson, did you get rid of those drugs?
Yeah, they're good. They're good. They're gone. All gone.
All right, y'all. Back for I don't know how long. Guys got a lot of yapping today, you know. Got a lot of yaps. You got any other questions, admin? I just saw one where I blocked him. Kev. Dubs in the fucking chat for Kev. That's it, yo. Shout out to Stone. I'm too stoned. Yeah, Texas. Come through to, I mean, Texas, hopefully you're coming through to have fun and not because you can't get fucking weed anywhere else. Shout out to Wadman. Stone, send me a link to the beat everybody's going crazy for now because I'm like entering having no idea what is going on. Just be low key and she's there doing her like, I don't know what any of this means. Yeah, we're really happy today, man. It must be something in the air. Yeah, we're selling this glass, man. We've been selling this glass, right? There's something on the website. Can we drop a link for the people? And it's not a tint. This is all glass. This is 100% borosilicate.
I remember my first encounter with hash 4 or 5 puffs, and I was melted.
I'm still on, Mom. I'm on right now. Yeah, the vibe. No problem. My mom is watching the stream on a delay. Damn, that's such a good dab, man. Shout out to Riptide Roz. That is so fucking nice. So nice. Oh, that was the 10 ski. Oh, the boys were ripping, huh? The boys were ripping. Look at that. Accidental 10 ski. Didn't even plan for it. Yeah, if you're in the glass world, you've seen this before. This colored glass. You got the link? Did you drop it in there?
Sold out.
Oh, it's sold out.
Only the travel pins. Shadow black travel pins.
Huh. Can you ask a myth if we're making more of them? I feel like we should at least have a few of them on the website at all times. Yeah, this is... Oh, shit. Yeah, this is old. This is like OG Peak Pro old. Yeah, I'm noticing now with the inner cone. Huh. Damn, wow.
Finding some more OG glass.
Yeah, no, we have plenty of OG glass. Oh, hell yeah, Idaho. I gotta shrink the chat. How do you, what do you use to zoom in and out? I want to know for myself on the chat in Chrome. Option plus or minus. Command plus. No, whoops. Ah. Not chat. Man, that is fucking annoying. Command plus. Alright. I think I got it. Yeah. Alright, cool. There we go. Alright, sweet. Why can't I see the bottom of this? Weird. Anyways, how accomplished to be a Puffco employee? You know, I'd say asking very clear questions is probably a part of it. How accomplished to be a Puffco employee? Maybe this person's asking, not from the US. I shouldn't shame. I wouldn't know how to ask that in Spanish. Yeah, I would say to be a Puffco employee, really, we want to see from people that they're experts in their respective fields, whether you're in finance or customer service or product or sales. We want to see that you've excelled previously in your respective field. And we don't require, but we like to see either an interest or a passion in cannabis, right? So we want to see that you're kind of into it. We have some hires here, people who don't consume cannabis. There are people who love the problems that they solve here and love the cause that they're supporting, but they're not really interested in consuming. There's not many, but there are some. But you really, really, really have to be great at what you do. and you have to care enough about this community to be a part of it, even if you don't consume. That's pretty much it. The fake glass is more of my budget. I hear you, DC5. Professional hash smoker. I don't know if we're hiring any of those right now. We got a lot of professional hash smokers on the team. A lot of professionals. Yeah, you can always, look at our LinkedIn. We post jobs on Indeed, I think I can't see. There we go. Alright, I was having like a weird issue with the screen. Now I could see actually the chat and everything else. Cool. Anyways, alright chat, I think that's good enough. Thank you. I will see you guys next Tuesday. I'll be back. See you then. Peace.
What is your definition of happiness?
A clear horizon. Nothing to worry about. Only things that are creative.